Okay, so this week on Waste Watchers, it is Amanda's turn to pick the topic of the week. Normally, I'm the one that lays out the topics for all the episodes for every week, since I run the channel, and this week I've given the control to her, and then so on and so forth with each member. I wanted to state that I'm not sure what's going on with Patrick, and I'm not sure. I've been messaging, and we've been all messaging and asking about if he's going to upload a video or is he okay, and we haven't received any word back. So for now, we're just going to say he's on a hiatus for the rest of the season, and if he doesn't post anymore, then he will just be subtracted from the channel, because we have no idea what's going on, so... Amanda, the topic that Amanda chose for this week is, how does it make you feel being bigger? And I'm gonna explain mine a little bit, because where I've been bigger than I am now, that it changes a few things for me. When I was well into the 200s, about 240, I felt like I was just a wasted space in the world. I felt unworthy of living. I felt that there was no point, and why would this happen to me? And then I came to the realization that I did do it to myself, because I understand, I'm just going to say this blunt, and people might have issues, but this channel is about expressing all our opinions, and this is mine. For my story, in the sense of being up to that weight, it was my fault. I ate the ice cream, I ordered the Chinese food, I went to McDonald's when my mother didn't know. The 240 pounds was my fault, for me. It wasn't because of any issues. It was because there was emotional eating involved, because my father had cut me out of his life. But it was still me reaching for it, and that's my opinion, is that I was still reaching for everything like it was a need. And that food was a need. And I still believe food is a need, but I believe that you're fueling a car. I'll speak metaphorically because I do that the best. Metaphorically, you're a car and you need fuel to run. If you put in bad fuel, the car's not going to run as longer. See what I'm saying? But if you put in good fuel, the car will do its work and might have a few bumps, but overall it'll be okay. Being the size I am now, which I weighed in today at 177 pounds, which I don't mind stating, as I've said, I came to the realization, and then I'm comfortable with saying what I weigh, even though I don't like the number. But I don't believe it's all about the number. I am not comfortable at this weight, and I feel large, but I will state this. When I was 240 pounds and over, I felt like everyone was just looking, and everyone was just staring, and not that the world was around me, certainly not, but that's just what I had in my head. I was paranoid, and I'm still like that some days. But this was every single day. Every single day, I felt this unworthiness and these end of the world thoughts, ending my world. Now, I don't feel that way every day. I will say to this moment, I haven't had a thought about hurting myself or ending my life in probably 5 years. Probably 5 or 6 years, actually. I've never felt that low, because I was very low then. I have bad, what I call ugly duckling days. I feel now I have ugly duckling days. And I don't have swan days where I feel like really, really accomplished. Like I feel accomplished, but not days that I feel perfect or anything, which I don't think you ever feel perfect. But I do have ugly duckling days, not an ugly duckling life like before. And that's what the difference is for me, is when I was bigger at that point, I felt all ugly all the time. I feel since I dropped some of the weight and that I've maintained for a few years now, that I am worthy of thinking I'm pretty some days. I drive myself crazy and I still pick out flaws, as everyone does. But I do feel pretty some days. And I don't mind saying that because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I wish I could feel pretty more. Because pretty much all the time, even doing this right now, I'm picking out my flaws. I'm thinking that my arms are too fat. I'm thinking that my face is too fat. And, like, there are many other things. And I think that it will go away as the changes with that. Where when I was in the 200s above, I had that ugly duckling life, and now I have ugly duckling days. And that's the way I feel in the sense of being bigger. I had a little bit of a realization which gave me a little spark of hope. And that was the other day, I had this woman say to me, "Oh, big girls like us." And no offense to this woman at all, but she was about 300 pounds. And I do not mean that at all in a disrespectful way, because I've been bigger, like close to that relatively. And my mind actually thought, well, I don't consider myself that. So I feel like when you get to a certain point, you do actually, no matter how bad your confidence is, because mine is really damaged, but I had that little thing, and I was actually kind of happy because I thought, I'm not letting anybody drag me down. Because she meant it in a negative way as of dragging me down. So now I have days where I do feel bigger and days that I do have the ugly duckling. But I find that as my life continues to progress, I try and focus more on the positive. And in the last 3 months of my YouTube journey and then starting this channel, and as well as my personal channel, it actually has helped me gain confidence. I never would have thought that I would broadcast my life to the world. And some people say things like, well, it's really stupid and you're telling your personal life, and I don't care, because there are people out there who are actually listening to me, people I don't even know, and they're sending messages, and you know what I mean, I feel inspiration from that, because hearing your stories, those of you who have inboxed me and everything, has been a wonderful journey for me, because I'm making friends and I'm getting to express myself. And I'm not disrespecting anybody and I'm not cutting anybody down, even though I rant sometimes. But now I am ranting. As I'm saying, I am ranting now. I'm gonna stop this because I could keep going on forever. And Amanda is up tomorrow. I may post this a day early just to get it over with, because I have a lot going on. I have to get things done. That's enough. I'll cut off right there. So I hope that any of you who have felt bigger, share your stories with us. Comments, inbox, please. That would be anything. We all share our opinions on here, and we will all have different opinions, and we have some similar opinions. But I like it because we all get to share our view and what we feel, because we've all been in different stages, and we're currently in all different stages. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Please subscribe to our personal channels of our group members. Mine is the alex.cormier. I will include the link at the bottom here. And usually the girls will put theirs up in that as well. So have a wonderful day.